Namaste, good evening, friends. Either in the WhatsApp from the WhatsApp group or from the Teams face. Okay, you can download the material. I'm just updating the material chapter by chapter. Okay, now I have updated up to assessment procedures. So kindly download the material and keep it for our working. I start the evening with assessment of individual with the hope that we will complete all the miscellaneous provisions. And if there is still time available, we will start with assessment procedures. The amendments that are relevant are standard deduction is the first amendment which is relevant for you. Okay. One other amendment is opting out of NPS, National Pension Scheme. Previously, only 40% was exempt and 60% was taxable. Till last year, 40% was exempt, 60% taxable. Now it has been the reverse. 60% is exempt and 40% becomes taxable. If there is a premature withdrawal from NPS, if there is a premature withdrawal from NPS, this will be the methodology of computation. Okay. Then comes section 16 standard deduction. Then comes section 16 standard deduction increased to rupees 50,000 from the existing 40,000. Increased to rupees 50,000 from the pre-amended provision of 40,000. Okay. Then there are two amendments in house properties. Two amendments in house property. The first amendment is a most welcomeable amendment. For long it was waiting. Now the benefit of self-occupation is extended for two house properties. The benefit of self-occupation is extended for two house properties because people reside in one house and the other house might be outside the base location, which will be locked up. Previously, it was considered as deemed to have been let out. Thankfully, this amendment says the benefit is now for two house property, but that doesn't mean the other provisions relating to self-occupied property are changed. The maximum interest deduction continues to be the same, that is 2 lakhs for both the properties. For both the properties put together, the maximum interest you can claim is only 2 lakhs. Okay. And if there is a third house which is also considered as self-occupied, that house can be treated as deemed to be let out. If there is a third house which is also considered as self-occupied, which is also declared as self-occupied, then one among the three houses will be considered as deemed to be let out, whichever is beneficial. Repeating, the pre-amended law provided for benefit of self-occupation only for one house property. Now the amended law has extended the facility to two house properties. I can claim the benefit for two house properties. But only that is given as a benefit. Deduction of interest on self-occupied properties, not per property. Self-occupied property is 2 lakhs, so which means for both the properties put together, you can claim only 2 lakhs, and accordingly the deemed to let out provision is also changed. House property, this is for all the builders and real estate people. This comes as a relief. Previously, you will immediately start taxing it. Now, where a house property is held as stock in trade, NAV will be nil for how many years? 2 years from the end end of the financial year in which construction is completed. Okay, it will be considered as nil for 2 years. Suppose today I complete the construction, 2nd October 2020. 2 years will not be computed from today, from 31st March 21. So up to 31st March 2023, up to 31st March 2023, I can get the beneficial regime of nil. I can get the beneficial regime of nil. Repeating, warehouse property is held as stock in trade, NAV will be nil for 2 years from the end of the year in which construction of the property is completed. Okay, so one in exemption provision, NPS ratio changed, 60 is exempt, higher is the exemption, lesser is the taxation. Salary 1 amendment, house property 2 amendments. Okay.
Sir?
Listening.
Sir, like in a house property, after 2 years, what will be the NAV, sir? It will be like...
It will be municipal value, I mean deemed to be let out.
Okay, sir.
80 CCD is only, this benefit is for central government employees. Instead of 10%, they can claim 14% of salary as exempt under 80 CCD2. That which will not fall in this 150 category. Okay, the other category they can claim up to 14% of salary. Normally, employer contribution will first be included in the gross salary, and then 80 CCD subsection 2. Subsection 1 is for employee contribution restricted to 150, whereas subsection 2 you will be getting CCD 2. Previously it was 10% for everyone, now only for central government employees. So for private sector employees still it is going to be 10% only. For central government employees it is increased from 10% to 14%. EEA, EEB, to a larger extent, we saw the first day itself. Okay, so that will be the beneficial provision. Okay, so up to this, we will try to understand. We will try to understand and work out up to this. Okay, the amendments, right? Assessment of individuals. That's where is our focus. Okay. In terms of mark, the least will be the assessment of individuals. Okay. More it is tested at the inter level and in the final level. I'm not saying 0, but at the same time, it is not going to be very high. Even this LTCCD amendment at all, maybe it can come in your MCQs, not beyond that. Okay. Okay. Now, the first question of assessment of individual. Directly, we are starting with answering some of the questions. Okay. By which we will recollect the provisions also. Sanjana provides you the following particulars of her income for the financial year 1920. Basic salary 60,000 per month. House rental allowance 25,000 per month. Rent paid 26,000 per month in Chennai. Employer and employee contribute 14% of basic pay to PF. Okay, to PF. Employer and employee contribute towards pension fund 10% of basic pay. Motor car provided by the company along with the driver measuring 2000 cc, which she uses both for official as well as personal purpose. She owns 3 different houses. All the three are used for the purpose of self-occupation. House 1 has a municipal value of 8 lakhs, House 2 12 lakhs, House 3 15 lakhs. 10% of the municipal value is the municipal tax, which she pays also half yearly. Sanjana sold her ancestral family property, which she has inherited along with her brother. The said property was purchased in 70s for rupees 3 lakhs. The fair market value as on 1/4/2001 1.2 crores. Sanjana gets 30% of the property. All the inheritors together decided to sell the property and the sale fetched 4.2 crores. Sanjana seeks your opinion on taxation of the same in her hands. She received the following gifts. From her grandparents, jewelry worth 60,000. From her parents, fixed deposit in her name, 1 lakh. From her friends, vehicle for 1,20,000. From her cousins, printing worth 75,000. She purchased the shares of an unlisted company for 2,10,000, that is 10,000 shares. On analysis, it is identified that the total net worth of the company is 75 lakh and the company has an issued capital of 10 lakh divided into 1 lakh shares. Compute her income and tax due thereon. This part. Okay. Sanjana seeks your opinion on taxation. We have seen in the plinth question in the case law also, okay, where ancestral property or any property as a family they are inheriting also, okay, it will be inherited by cousins, brothers, everybody, okay, but the income is not taxable as AOP. The income is taxable in their individual hands only if this is not able to be ascertained. Suppose if this is not able to be ascertained, then fine. Where it is able to be ascertained, then it is taxable only in the hands of the respective individuals and not treating them as AOP. Not treating them as AOP. Okay. So this among the three properties, I was very specific to give you for the amendment purposes. Okay. And the others for recollection purposes. Okay. Let's start. Basic pay 60,000 per month. So 60,000 into 12. Okay, 7,20,000. HRA received is, my dear friends, 25,000 per month, 3 lakh. Less exempt under section in subsection 13A. Okay, small recollection. Okay, it will be actual received, which is nothing but 3 lakhs. Okay, rent paid minus 10% of salary. Rent paid happens to be 25,000 into 12, 26,000. 26,000 into 12 minus 7,20,000 into 10%. Basic pay plus DA forming part plus commission as a fixed percentage of turnover and a final level DA matram nyamachunga, basic pay plus DA forming part, more than sufficient. 2,40,000. Okay. 50% of salary, okay, since assessee is in metro, metro, okay. So 7,20,000 into 50%, 3,60,000. Whichever is less is exempt, my dear friends. Whichever is less is exempt. And the balance becomes taxable. HRA provision, okay, once listen, okay. Actual received, rent paid minus 10% of salary, 50% of salary if the accommodation is in metros, 40% of salary if the accommodation is any other place. Metros is Chennai, Mumbai, Kolkata and Delhi. Others are not included. Okay, and this is it, and the balance becomes taxable. And the balance becomes taxable. Salary, basic pay plus DA forming part plus commission as a fixed percentage of turnover. DA forming part varaikkum you please remember. Okay, excess contribution by employer to PF, that is excess of 12%. Okay, he has contributed 14%. Okay, so 7,20,000 into 2%. 7,20,000 into 2%. 14,400. 14,400. Okay, employer's contribution to pension fund. First, it should be included in the gross salary. First, it should be included in the gross salary. So, included. Later, after computing GTI, we will provide employer contribution to pension fund. Pension fund first included. Okay. Perquisite value of motor car, since it is 2000 cc, 2,400 per month. If it exceeds 1,600, 2,400. If it is up to 1,600, 1,800 plus 900 per month for salary, for driver, sorry, for driver. Okay, it is provided along with the driver, so it will be 2,400 plus 900 into 12 into 12, 39,600. 39,600. Okay, so gross salary, gross salary 9,06,000. Standard deduction under section 16 subsection 1, okay, which is what is increased from this year, 50,000. 50,000. Okay, so taxable salary will be 9,06,000 minus 50,000, 8,56,000. 8,56,000. Taxable salary 8,56,000. House property, she can claim the benefit of self-occupation only for two properties. She can claim the benefit of self-occupation only for two properties, my dear friends, not for all the three properties, two properties. Okay, follow. Okay, one property, though self-occupied, for tax purposes will be treated as deemed to be let out. Okay, assessee will normally prefer that property with a lesser NAV to be deemed to be let out. Okay, so one property to be deemed to be let out. யாருக்கா தெரியுமா ஏன் இப்படிலாம் வருதுன்னு?
சார் அது கஸ்டம் மோட்ல இருக்கு, டெக்ஸ்ட்ல மாத்தினா வரும் சார்.
தேங்க்ஸ் ராஜா. Okay, sorry, I'm completely in zero in Excel. Okay, right. So one property will be actually deemed to be let out. The other two properties now in from this year self-occupied. So 12 lakhs, 15 lakhs. These two I will claim it as self-occupied. Okay. So the property with a lesser municipal value. Okay. Okay. Municipal value of deemed to be let out property. That will be considered as let out less municipal taxes paid. Okay, 10% of the municipal taxes. Okay, she always pays. So NAV becomes, okay, NAV becomes 7,20,000. Standard deduction at the rate of 30%, nothing but 24 subsection 1, okay, into 30%, okay. So the income will be 5,04,000 from house property. The income will be 5,04,000 from house property. So two properties she can claim to be self-occupied, one property deemed to be let out. Deemed to be let out. Capital gains. Capital gains. Full value of consideration. Okay, first we will compute the capital gain. 4 crore 20 lakhs. Okay, less ICOA. Less ICOA. 1 crore 20 lakhs into 289 by 100. Okay, 1 crore 20 lakhs into 289 by 100. Okay, it comes to 3. Okay, gross LTCG. Gross LTCG is 73 lakh 20,000. Gross LTCG is 73 lakh 20,000. Okay. Okay. Sudhir Nagpal is one of the cases, and okay, Govind Bhai Mamaya. Okay, land inherited by three brothers is compulsorily acquired by the state government, whether the resultant capital gain will be treated as AOP. Held by Supreme Court that the income from the asset inherited by the legal heirs is taxable in their individual and not in the status of, okay, according to Govind Bhai Mamaya, okay, where this is a general rule where shares are determined, any gain from inherited property will be taxable, okay, in individual hands. Okay, so in her case, 30% of LTCG taxable. Okay, that comes to 73 lakh 20,000 into 30%. Into 30%, this is the LTCG which is taxable in her hands. capital gains. Sorry, other sources. Other sources. Okay. Taxation of gift. Taxation of gift. Okay. From grandparents. Okay. Not taxable. It's exempt. The relative falling under relative exempt. From parents. Not taxable. Okay. Exempt. Okay. From friends. Not taxable because vehicle is not a specified asset. Gift also has the same as like capital asset. In the case of movable property, only jewelry, okay, work of art, architecture, painting, shares and bullion. Jewelry, work of art, architecture, painting, bullion and shares are taxable. Otherwise, vehicle, movable assets and other things, consumer durables, those things are not taxable. Those things are not taxable. So, okay, it is not taxable. Okay, okay, right. Taxable as the value exceeds rupees 50,000. The whole amount becomes taxable. The whole of the amount becomes taxable. So entire 75,000 becomes taxable. Entire 75,000 becomes taxable. Other three gifts are exempt. This is taxable. Inadequate consideration on purchase of unlisted shares. Inadequate consideration on purchase of unlisted shares. She has purchased it for 2,10,000. The company's net worth is 75 lakhs and it is divided into 1 lakh shares. Okay. Net worth of the company 75 lakhs. Net worth of the company 75 lakhs. Number of shares 1 lakh. Okay. Net or what we popularly call as intrinsic value. Intrinsic value is what 75 for 10,000 shares because she has purchased the 10,000 shares. Okay, it should have been 7,50,000 less consideration paid. Okay, 2,10,000. Since the inadequate consideration exceeds rupees 50,000, the whole of such inadequate consideration becomes taxable. Okay, so entire 2,10,000 becomes taxable. Even otherwise, already it has exceeded 75,000. I just wrote a note. Even otherwise, it has already exceeded. Okay, it is also immovable property. It is exceeded. Okay, gross total income. Gross total income. Okay. I hope my total is 38,41,000. Deduction under chapter 6A. Okay. 80C part 1. 80C part 1. There you have the restriction of 50,000. 80C 1,50,000. 80C is divided into 3 parts. Part 1, all the investments, contributions, etc., which is restricted to 1,50,000. Part 2, where own contribution, voluntary contribution to NPS, which is restricted to 50,000. Part 3, employers' contribution to pension fund. For others, 10%, central government employees, 14%. For that, first you should have included it in salary. So here, employees' contribution to provident fund, full contribution you can take. So I have contributed 14%. I as well as the employer has contributed 14%. So 7,20,000 into 14%. Okay. Employees contribution to pension fund restricted to 10% of salary. That is what is also contributed. That is what is also contributed. Okay. Okay. So I get 1,72,800 as the qualifying amount. But the deduction restricted to okay, 1,50,000. 1,50,000. The deduction is restricted to 1,50,000. Similarly, 80C part 3, which is nothing but 80CCD subsection 2, employer contribution to pension fund restricted to 10%. Actually, that is what is contributed also. So 72,000. That's same 72,000. There is no medical, there is no donation, there is no other types of investments, etc. So her total income, is 36,19,000. Her total income is 36,19,000. Okay. Computation of tax. Computation of.
Sir, the inadequate consideration for unlisted share, is it 2,10,000? I think it's 5,40,000.
Yeah. Thanks. Okay. 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 Computation of tax. Income taxable at normal rates. Okay. Income taxable at special rates. This is nothing but the LTCG share. Okay. Which comes to 21,96,000. So the income taxable under normal rate will be this minus this. Okay, 17,53,000. I'll work out the tax here itself. Question number 2. Mr. X was carrying on a business as sole proprietor, died on 31st March 19. On his death, the business was continued by his legal heirs by forming a firm. There was accumulated losses. For the year ended 31st March 2020, the firm made a profit. Analyze whether the yes. Okay. Question number 2. Okay. Loss can be carried forward and set off only by the same person. இதுதான் parent law. Okay, loss can be carried forward and set off by the same person. But இதுக்கு எல்லாமே exception, amalgamation, partnership, conversion, everything is an exception to this. But this is the parent law. Okay, however, on death of an assessee, if there is a single legal heir, then such legal representative can carry forward the loss. Where there are more than one legal heir, okay, they can constitute either as a firm or AOP and carry forward such losses. Okay, they can constitute either as a firm or as AOP and carry forward such loss. Third, Mr. Vamana, a resident Indian aged 61 years, provides you the following particulars of income. Compute the total income and tax due thereon. Salary is received from ABC Limited. Professional tax paid by the employer. Loss from business which is not speculative or specified. Winnings from TV game show net. Expenses incurred in participating in the game show, loss in card games. He has sold the following listed shares during the year. 11,000 shares of Reality Limited. He purchased in 2017 for 1,850. These shares were sold for 3,150 per share. Market value as on 31st January 2018, 2,300 per share. Transaction is through a recognized stock exchange, which means they would have paid STT. 15,000 shares of Plural Limited purchased on 1st March 2018. Never look into 31st January value if you are looking at it. It is for just to confuse you. Okay, when the shares are purchased before 31st January only, I need this value. If the shares are purchased after 31st Jan, I can purposefully give you a value which is higher. Okay, so never look into value, underline that date, okay, of 1st March 2018. So directly we can compute, and it is held for more than 1 year, sold on 30th March 2020, 3,000. Okay, it is also through recognized stock exchange. Okay, 10,000 shares of Alpha Limited acquired for 2,300 on 1st March 2019 and sold within 1 year, January 2020 for 3,000, not through recognized stock exchange. 112A will not be applicable to this. It will be a short-term capital gain but taxable at normal rate. 111A will not be applicable because it is held for less than 12 months. 111A will not be applicable because it is not sold through recognized stock exchange.
There it is mentioned that these are listed shares. Then how can it be not the stock exchange?
Actually, it is wrong to assume that all listed shares are through stock exchange. If suppose you have some listed shares and you are willing to sell me, we can enter into a deed and we can say to the send it to the company along with our transfer forms. They will register it. Not that all listed shares should compulsorily be sold through stock exchange only. First I will do capital gains. Okay, then we will go for income. Okay, first I will do capital gains because there are three things. Let's do it as a working group. One, shares of Reality Limited. Shares of Reality Limited. Okay, full value of consideration. Okay, my dear friends, full value of consideration 11,000 shares. Okay, shares, and okay, these are sold for 3,150 per share. So 11,000 into 11,000 into 3150. Okay, 3 crore 46 lakh 50,000. Okay, cost of acquisition. Okay, we all know how to do it. Okay, step 1, compare full value of consideration and fair market value as on 31st of January 2019. Determine whichever is less, 2,300. That compare with the actual cost of acquisition, determine whichever is higher. That is also coming to 2,300. Repeating, step 1, compare full value of consideration with fair market value as on 31st January 2018, whichever is less. In this case, 2,300. That answer, compare it with actual cost and determine whichever is higher. That is also 2,300. Okay, so 2,300 into 11,000 shares. Okay, 11,000 shares into 2,300. Okay, so I am getting 93 lakh 50,000 from Reality Limited. Okay, second is Plural Limited. Okay, remember, shares are purchased after 31st Jan 2018. So direct computation. Okay, full value of consideration. Full value of consideration, my dear friends. 15,000 shares were purchased on 1st March, okay, are sold for 3,000 per share. So 15,000 into 3,000 per share. Okay, less, okay, cost of acquisition. 15,000 into 2150. 15,000 into 2150. Okay, so I am getting a capital gain. Okay, right? So these both, okay, less exempt. Less exempt will be 1 lakh. Okay, up to 112. Okay, so LTCG taxable at under section 112A. This is the taxable amount I am saying is 2 crore 20 lakhs. Is 2 crore 20 lakhs. Okay, please remember this is 2 crore 20 lakhs. I am now computing STCG. Shares of Alpha Limited sold within 12 months, STT not paid, so will be treated as normal STCG. Okay, full value of consideration. Full value of consideration. Okay, 10,000 shares into 2,300. 10,000 into 3,000. 10,000 shares into 3,000. Okay, less cost of acquisition. Okay, 10,000 into 2,300. Okay, into 2,300. So STCG will be 70 lakhs. STCG will be 70 lakhs. computation of total income. Okay, computation of total income, salaries as computed. Okay, salaries as computed 29,40,000. Okay, 29,40,000. In exam also they give it like this. As computed means they have taken care of everything. As computed means they have taken care of everything, including standard deduction. The term as computed means they have taken care of standard deduction. Suppose in the exam alternative answer they have given, students can also provide that it is a gross salary. Unless the word gross salary is there, it is only net salary, in my opinion. So please don't charge standard deduction. Okay, take it as
salary received from ABC Limited தானே கொடுத்திருக்கு சார். That is net salary assumed.
Yeah. I mean, one of the it can be interpreted in any manner. Okay, just because it is received, apna received na TDS add pannama. Okay, now so don't worry about it. Normally they say that when they specify the amount, unless the word gross salary is used, don't provide standard deduction. But examination less standard deduction amendment here, so I need to provide it with a clear specification that it is assumed that what is specified is gross salary and provide it. Okay, I leave it to you all. Okay, if you are providing it, when the information is not clear, your assumption is going to stand tall. Please be clear on the assumption, very neatly presented, so that the examiner is not missing out on the assumption. So here I am taking it as computed and I am progressing. Professional tax paid by employer, if treated as perquisite, should again be reduced under 16 subsection 3. Okay, if you treat it as a perquisite, okay, otherwise it can be ignored. The professional tax, suppose if you add it also, you should reduce it. The impact of professional tax paid by employer is 0. Why? If it is paid by you, you should reduce it. If it is paid by employer, one of the perquisites says any monetary obligation of the employee paid by the employer, expenses of employee paid by the employer is taxable in the hands of the employee. So you will always have the aspect that it should be taxable, but at the same time 16(3) it should be allowed as deduction. So adding and reducing is also the same, or ignoring is also the same. The net impact is not going to change. So 29,40,000. Loss from business which is not speculative or specified. The law says loss from business cannot be set off against salary income. The law says loss from business cannot be set off against salary income. It says like this: loss from business can be set off against any income other than salaries. Other than salaries. I have a STCG. Against which can I set off this loss? The answer is yes. Against that you can set off this loss. So as of now, business or profession, loss from general business, 2,20,000. Loss from general business 2,20,000. Okay, right. Next, capital gains. STCG on sale of shares. Okay, it is not coming under, not falling under 111A. So you can, so the special rate is not applicable. Okay, this question is leading us to somewhere else also. I'm coming to that. Okay, so 70 lakhs. Okay, business loss can be set off against any income other than salaries. Okay, other than salaries. So I set it off and get an income of 67 lakh 80,000. LTCG, okay, on which STT is paid, taxable under 112A, okay, right? It is the net amount 2 crores 20 lakhs, 2 crores 20 lakhs. Other than this, IFOS is there, okay, other sources. IFOS is there. Winnings from TV game show 70,000. Winnings from TV game show. Okay. Expenses cannot be claimed. Losses cannot be set off. Expenses cannot be claimed. Losses cannot be set off. So 70,000 is fully taxable. 70,000 is fully taxable.
Sir, it's given
Net,
107,000.
sorry, yeah.
So,
Okay, okay, needs to be grossed up, sorry, 70,000, 70,000 divided by 70 into 100, okay, 1 lakh. 70,000 divided by 70 into 100, 1 lakh. Okay, now gross total income, which becomes the total income also. There are no 80 deductions, chapter 6a deduction. Okay, there are no chapter 6a deductions. Okay, comes to okay 3 crore 18 lakh 20,000. I want the class attention here. 3 crore 18 lakh 20,000. Okay, on this LTCG on which STT is paid, okay, is 2 crore 20 lakhs. Okay, income taxable at normal rates, okay, is only okay, including winnings. I'll do that, don't worry. Including, and my interest is something else. 98 lakh 20,000. What is the surcharge applicable in the financial year 1920 for this? What is the surcharge applicable in the financial
15%, sir.
year 1920 for this? Understand whatever I am saying. More than 50 lakhs, less than 1 crore, 10%. More than 1 crore, less than 2 crores, 15%. After this, if the total income other than income taxable under 111A and 112A, repeating, if the total income other than income taxable under 111A and 112A exceeds 2 crores but less than 5 crores, if the total income other than those taxable under 111A STCG on which STT is paid and 112A LTCG on which STT is paid exceeds 2 crores but less than 5 crores, on that income 25% is the surcharge, whereas for LTCG and STCG it continues to be 15%. On that income 25%, whereas for LTCG and STCG it is going to be 15%, where the total income other than income under 112A and 111A exceeds 5 crore, on that income, whatever tax we computed, surcharge is 37%. LTCG and STCG continue to be 15%. The last slab says where total income including LTCG on which STT is paid and STCG on which STT paid exceeds 2 crores. This is an example of that. இதை மைனஸ் பண்ணிட்டா my total income is less than 1 crore. My total income is less than 1 crore. By including this, it exceeds 2 crores. Surcharge limit is 15%. Surcharge limit is 15%. Okay. Once more, when we see the table and read it, we will get more clarity. Once more, when we see the table and read it, we will get more clarity. Total income, including everything, is more than 50 lakhs, but less than 1 crore, 10%. More than 1 crore, less than 2 crores, 15%. Wait, I'll go to the last one. Okay. Total income, including everything, is also more than 2 crores, 15%. Now comes the classification. Total income, excluding income under 111A and 112A, is more than 2 crores, but less than 5 crores. 25% on total income, tax on total income. On such tax on total income, and 15% on such tax on okay, under 111A and 112A. Increase 5 crores, 37% on such tax on total income, 15% under. Okay, this is an amendment. In this question, this last surcharge is applicable. My total income without including them is only 97,80,000. By including them, it has exceeded 2 crores. Okay, if you look at it, my total income was only 9820. By including this, I have exceeded 2 crores. So the surcharge rate is 15%. So the surcharge rate is 15%. For that only I took, I made these questions. Okay, computation of tax. Income taxable under 112A. Okay. Income taxable under 112A, 2 crore 20 lakhs. Income taxable under 115 BBC, that is our lottery income or winnings income, 1 lakh. Okay. Income taxable at normal rates. Okay, income taxable at normal rates. Don't see here. There, my intention was different in explanation. Okay, this 97,20,000. Okay, this is taxable at 10%. This is taxable at 30%. This is taxable in the slab system. Here, the senior citizen, remember. Okay, minus 10 lakhs into 30% plus 1,10,000. Okay. Total base tax comes to 4956 and surcharge at the rate of 15%. Surcharge at the rate of 15%. Okay, because all income put together has exceeded, including 111A and 112A has exceeded, and HEC at 4%. Okay. Total tax payable. You can round it off to 380.
Sir,
Listening.
LTCG under 112A is exempt up to 1 lakhs.
Yeah.
So beyond that, it's 10%.
Yeah, I have reduced 1 lakh here.
Oh, right. Okay, sir.
Okay. Good question to understand the amendment and the computation. Okay. Mr. Manaksha, a resident, sold a residential property for 2.9 crores on 17th August. The stamp value on that date is 3 crores. He paid commission of rupees 1 lakh. The said property was acquired on 23rd August, in August 2001 for 23 lakhs. Using the sale proceed, he acquired a residential property for 1.2 crores. Stamp value at the time of acquiring the residential property was 1.4 crores. The acquired residential property was let out at a rent of 60,000 per month from 1st October 2019. In September 2019, he sold a vacant land for rupees 40 lakhs when the stamp value of the same was rupees 50 lakh. The land was acquired in April 2015 for rupees 7 lakhs. The sale consideration of 40 lakhs were distributed to spouse, major son, minor daughter, married daughter and minor daughter equally. They had deposited the same and earned an interest of 1.80 lakh. Compute the income and the tax. I'm trying to club some clubbing provisions, okay, where it is said asset transferred to spouse without adequate consideration, asset transferred to daughter-in-law without adequate consideration. Both are taxable in the hands of transferor. Anyhow, income of the minor son, minor child will be clubbed in the hands of the parent. In this case, we will say Manaksha's case, Manaksha's income is higher than that of his wife and club the minor's income also. While clubbing minor's income, I will provide 1,500 as an exemption. Okay. Otherwise, it is capital gains and a part of IFOS. Capital house property is there. Okay. House property, capital gains and IFOS. Rent received 60,000 from October only, so 6 months. 60,000 from October only, so 6 months rent only. 60,000 into 6, 3,60,000. Okay, municipal taxes are not given, so standard deduction at the rate of 30%, standard deduction at the rate of 30%. Okay, so you will get 2,52,000. You will get 2,52,000 house property. Okay, now I am coming to LTCG. Okay, I am coming to LTCG. Patience. Okay, he sold one residential property in August 2019, 2.9 crores. Okay, sale back. Okay, full value of actual consideration 2 crore 90 lakhs. Okay, stamp value 3 crore. Okay, 105% of actual consideration. 105% of actual consideration. Okay, 3 crore 5 lakh. Since, okay, stamp value does not exceed 105% of actual consideration. Okay, since stamp value does not exceed 105% of actual consideration will be taken as full value of consideration. So I will take 2 crore 90 lakhs less ICOA. Okay, it is purchased in 2001 only, 23 lakhs. So, okay, 23 lakhs into 289 by 100. Okay, so I am getting a capital. There is an investment. Sorry. Okay, gross LTCG. I am getting a gross LTCG of, okay, 2 crore 23 lakh 53,000. I am getting a gross LTCG of 2 crore 23 lakh 53,000. Since the gross LTCG exceeds 2 crores, I can claim only for one property. Anyhow, one property is given, that is different. But in the gross LTCG போட்டோம்னா நம்ம மைண்ட்ல ஒரு பல்ப் எரியணும். Okay, since it is okay, it has exceeded 2 crores, I can claim only for one property. Exemption under
Sir,
different.
and the commission paid 1 lakh
Yeah, thanks.
cost of transfer.
Yes, cost of transfer. Percentage and the amount of 1 lakh. Consideration. Yeah. Okay, exemption under section 54. Exemption under section 54. Using the sale proceeds, he has acquired a new property for 1 crore 20 lakhs. He has acquired a new property for 1 crore 20 lakhs. I know the stamp value is different, that we will consider in IFOS. Here I am considering that 20 lakhs as income in IFOS. Can I claim here the exemption of 1 crore 40 lakhs? No. In a whatever is invested can only be claimed. Later, when I sell the property, my cost of acquisition is going to be 1 crore 40 lakhs. But here, I cannot take it as 1 crore 40 lakhs. Whatever is invested can only be taken. Whatever is invested can only be taken. Now, I am going to do it for land. Okay, for vacant land. Okay, actual consideration. Okay, ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் காப்பி பண்ணி போட்டுக்கிறேன். Okay, actual consideration is going to be, he sold the vacant land for 40 lakhs. Okay, when the when the stamp value was 50 lakhs. Okay, in this case, since the stamp value has exceeded, okay, since the stamp value has exceeded 105%, okay, stamp value will be regarded as full value of consideration. Will be taken as full value of consideration. So here I will take 50 lakhs. Here I will take 50 lakhs. My dear friends, please remember that if there are two properties sold, one has not exceeded 105, but the other has exceeded 105%. Okay, this land was acquired in 2015 for rupees 7 lakhs. Okay, less ICOA 7 lakhs into 289. It is 1516. You are unable to find it? Should I take it?
So it's a 254, sir.
254. Thank you.
Or 1516.
1516. That's what. Okay, it is April 2015. Okay, so 1516. Okay, 254. So my dear friends, okay, 7 lakhs into 289 divided by 254. Okay, it comes to, okay, so 42 lakh 3,543. 42 lakh 3,543 is my capital gain. Okay, right? Other sources. Okay, inadequate consideration on purchase of immovable property. Inadequate consideration on purchase of immovable property. Okay, consideration paid 1 crore 20 lakhs. Stamp value, okay, stamp value 1 crore 40 lakhs. 105% of consider, again tolerance limit is there. Okay, 105% of consideration paid. Okay, 1 crore 26 lakhs. Since the stamp value exceeds 105%, the total and inadequate consideration exceeds rupees 50,000. Whole of such inadequate consideration is taxable. Whole of such inadequate consideration is taxable. So 20 lakhs becomes taxable. 20 lakhs becomes taxable. Clubbing. Some of the clubbing provision, let us see. Okay. Transfer to spouse without adequate consideration. Income clubbed. Okay. So what happens? Okay. The sale consideration was equally distributed. They had deposited and earned an interest of 1,80,000 each. So 1,80,000 is taxable in his hands. Transfer to major son, clubbing provision will not apply. Transfer to daughter-in-law, daughter-in-law, married, oh, sorry, married daughter. Transfer to married daughter, but இப்படிக்கும்போது நான் daughter-in-law கொடுக்கணும்னு நினைச்சேன், மிஸ் பண்ணேன். Okay, married daughter clubbing provision will not apply. Okay, transfer to minor, sorry, income of minor child, assuming his income higher than that of spouse. Okay, inner column 1,80,000. Okay, less exempt up to 1,500. You should provide that exemption. So a 1,80,000 minus 1,500. So I am hitting at a gross total income. Is there any deduction? Slash total income. Of 1 crore 70 lakh 67,043, where the income exceeds 1 crore but does not exceed 2 crore, 15% is the surcharge. Where the income exceeds 1 crore but does not exceed 2 crores, 15% is the surcharge. computation of tax. Okay, LTCG taxable under 112 at 20%. These two LTCGs which we have to take is the two LTCGs which we have to take. Okay. Okay. Income at normal rates. Okay, income at normal rates will be this minus this. Okay, right? So I hope he's not a senior citizen or something like that. No bad specified. Yeah. Okay. So this, okay, I will round it off and tax it 144, 56, 540 into 20%. Okay. This same formula. I'll just copy the formula. Okay. Surcharge will be 15%.
Sir, on the income at normal rates, can you just show
Sir,
Sorry.
it's 5,95,650.
yes, sir.
Previous question was for the senior citizens, sir.
Tax.
So
Oh,
that's
okay. Compute the taxation of the following persons. Compute the taxation of the following persons. Okay. This is exclusive question on tax computation. Okay. Exclusive question on tax computation. Dinesh has a business income of 90 lakhs. LTCG taxable under 112A after adjustment of 1 lakh rupees 18 lakhs and IFOS of 8 lakhs. So we will start with Dinesh. Okay, right? Business income of Dinesh 90 lakhs. Okay, LTCG taxable under 112A, LTCG taxable under 112A 18 lakhs, okay, and IFOS 8 lakh, okay, IFOS 8 lakh. So total income comes to, okay, 1 crore 16 lakh. The provision says where total income exceeds 50 lakhs, less than 1 crore, 10%. Exceeds 1 crore, less than 2 crores, 15%. So, it has exceeded 1 crore, not exceeded 2 crores. 2 crores we need to bifurcate and see if it is going above 2 crores. Up to 2 crores, we don't have a problem. Okay. So, income taxable under normal rates, okay, is nothing but 90 plus 8 lakhs, 98 lakhs. LTCG taxable under 112A is 18 lakhs. Okay, hopefully this time my adhika prasanithanam of not is not letting me down. Okay, so this should be 27 and this should be into 10%. This should be into 10%. Okay, this is my base tax. Okay, and surcharge we all know at 15%. Okay, at 15% because it has exceeded 15%. Okay, and HEC at 4%. Add HEC at 4%. Okay, right. The next is Niveta has a business income of 2 crore 10 lakh. Okay, so income other than STCG and LTCG on which STT is paid is already more than 2 crores. STCG of 16 lakhs and IFOS of 7 lakhs. Okay, okay, with your permission, I start like this. Income taxable at normal rates is nothing but business income and IFOS is taxable at normal rates. Okay, so that comes to 2 crore 10 lakh plus 17 lakhs. 2 crore 10 lakhs plus 17 lakhs. Okay, income taxable under 111A at 15% is 16 lakhs. Okay, so here hopefully I can copy this. Here 6622,500 here into 15%. Okay, for a minute let us understand how to do the surcharge. For a minute let us understand, okay, how to do surcharge. Okay, 25% on tax at normal rates. 25% on tax at normal rates. Okay, 15% on 111A tax. 15% on 111A tax. So, including surcharge, the amount will come to this much. Okay, add HEC at 4%, add HEC at 4%. Bhavna has a business income of 4.8 crores, STCG 23 lakhs, IFOS 45 lakhs. So 4.8 plus 45, it is exceeding, income taxable is exceeding, other than these two, is exceeding 5 crores, is exceeding 5 crores. So taxation, the surcharge rate will be 37%. Varsha has a business income of 1 crore, STCG on which STT is paid 1.2. So, Varsha, okay, here surcharge will only be 15% because inclusive of STCG on which STT is paid, it has increased. Inclusive of STCG on which it has exceeded 2 crores, so surcharge will only be 15%. Surcharge will only be 15%.
Sir,
சொல்லுங்க.
previous question has a 37% surcharge. I'm getting something else. Can you just show me? Okay, I'll just check the calculation.
நானும் ஒரு வாட்டி பார்த்தது. டோட்டல் இன்கம்ல போட்டேன்னா சர்சார்ஜ் இல்ல நான் தான் தப்பு, சாரி.
Sir, it should be 57 and 58.
நான் வந்து Manasa, it's 57-58.
Yes, sir, that's what I got.
Okay, so for Varsha, my business income comes to 1 crore. Okay, 1 crore, and her STT paid comes to 120. So it is not, it is exceeding 2 crores, but only because of including 112A. So my surcharge will only be 15%. My surcharge will only be 15%. Okay. But has a business income of 91 lakhs and IFOS of 10 lakhs. Okay. Total income taxable at normal rates. Total income taxable at normal rates 91 lakhs plus 10 lakh plus 10 lakh. Okay. 91 lakh plus 10 lakh, 1 crore 1 lakh. I am coming to a case of marginal relief. I am coming to a case of marginal relief. Okay, how to compute this? If it is closer to the slab, you have to compute the marginal relief. Okay, if it is closer. இப்போ இந்த கேஸ்லாம் very much away, so marginal relief வராது. இப்போ 2 crore 2 crore எப்படி 15%, okay, 5 crore 10,000 அப்படிலாம் வந்ததுன்னா ஒரு வாட்டி marginal relief. What is marginal relief? For 1 crore 1 lakh, what is the base tax? For 1 crore 1 lakh, what is the base tax? Okay, that is 1 crore 1 lakh minus 10 lakhs into 30% plus 1,12,500. Okay, and surcharge at the rate of 10%. Surcharge at the rate of 10%, correct? 15%. Surcharge at the rate of 15%. Next answer. 15% into 15%. So I am getting 32,68,875. Had this person just earned 1 crore, had this person just earned 1 crore, his tax would have been just 28,12,500 and his surcharge would have been only 10%, okay, into 10%, and his total would have only been 30,93,750. The differential tax which he is paying is 1,75,125. The differential earnings in income is 1 lakh. For earning additional 1 lakh, he should not be asked to pay 1,75,125. Therefore, marginal relief will be 175,125 minus 1 lakh. 175,125 minus 1 lakh. Repeating, what is marginal relief? What is the present slab of surcharge? Immediate preceding what it was. Okay, if he has earned only 1 crore, he would have only paid a 10% surcharge. The difference in tax between the present level and the immediate preceding level comes to 1,75,125, whereas the income difference comes to just 1 lakh. So there is a marginal relief of 75,125. There is a marginal relief of 75,125 and HEC at 4%. Okay. So marginal relief, very closer income between the present level and the immediate previous level. 2 crore, 5 crore, with their, 2 crore, okay, with their own surcharges, please do it and see. Venkatesh has a total income at normal rates 2.3 crores. Only normal rate 2.3 crores. So the surcharge will be 25%. So the surcharge will be 25%. I leave it for the class to compute. Let's not waste time on that. I'm very confident that you have taken care of it. Question 5. Explain the taxation of the same in the hands of the recipient, assuming this is the only gift they received in 1920. Akshaya received from her two friends US dollars equivalent to rupees 21,000 per friend. Okay, since the aggregate has not exceeded rupees 50,000, not taxable. Okay, since the aggregate has not exceeded 50,000, not taxable. Surat Kumar received jewellery of rupees 2 lakhs from his father-in-law, but the gift was received 1 month before the marriage. But the gift is not on the occasion of the marriage. Jakadhyara Raja. Okay, it was received 1 month before the marriage. It was received 1 month before the marriage, so it will become. So at that time, he is not a relative. When the gift was provided, he is not a relative. Okay, the gift was received, okay, from a non-relative. So at the time of gift, okay, gift was not on the occasion of marriage. Okay, gift was not on the occasion of marriage. Okay, exceeds rupees 50,000. So taxable, because gift is a favorite area in institute. Okay, Mayur gifted rupees 60 lakhs to his brother's wife, which he used to purchase of house property. Simultaneously, on the same day, his brother gifted rupees 55 lakhs to Mayur's son, which his son deposited in bank. Okay, gift are not taxable as it is from relative. Okay, 1, 2, 3, put number 1, 2, this is 3. Okay, however, this is a case of cross transfer where two transfers are interrelated, that one leads to the other. Okay, one leads to the other. The income from the transfers is taxable only in the hands of transferor. The income from the transfers is taxable only in the hands of transferor. Income to the extent of rupees 55 lakhs will only be clubbed, because that is what is the cross transfer amount. So income to the extent of 55 lakhs will only be clubbed. Okay. Fourth, a company purchase shares of unlisted company. Okay. Provisions of gift is applicable for closely held company when shares are purchased at a value lesser than FMV, then such difference is taxable. Such difference is taxable. Provisions are applicable for closely held company also when shares are purchased at a value lesser than the fair market value, so it will be taxable. Company issued shares at a premium. Okay, disproportionate premium. Okay, where shares are issued by a company at a premium, the total issue price is more than the fair market value of the shares, then the difference is taxable as disproportionate premium. Okay, again for closely held companies, disproportionate premium, where shares are held issued by a company at a premium, the total issue price is more than the fair market value of the shares, then the difference between the issue price and the fair market value will be treated as, okay, disproportionate premium, taxable in the hands of the company. Sixth, Priyanka received a car worth rupees 11 lakhs as gift from her cousin. Okay, we have already know this. Okay, gift only includes movable property in the nature of jewelry, work of art, architecture, painting, shares, bullion. Okay, receipt of car is not a specified item, so not taxable. Okay, next. If in the previous case, Priyanka has received it from employer, will your answer change? Yes. Okay. Gift from employer, if it exceeds rupees 5,000, taxable, okay, wholly. 50,000 கிடையாது, 5,000 தான். If it is from the employer, it is taxable. If it is from the employer, it is taxable. 8. Rohit gave cash gift of 1 lakh to the HUF in which he is a member. Okay, not taxable. Okay, not taxable because relative. Partial partition of HUF, not taxable. Okay, distribution of asset on partial or complete partition is not taxable. Okay, is not taxable. And treatment of enhanced compensation and its interest. Okay, enhanced compensation is taxable in the year of its receipt. Enhanced compensation is taxable in the year of its receipt. Any interest will also be taxable only in the year of receipt. 50% is allowed as deduction. இதெல்லாம் questionableனு நான் சொல்லல, ஒரு வாட்டி listen, that's enough. This don't, I am not asking you to prepare disproportionate premium. Listen, maybe, okay, disproportionate premium maybe. Gift is normally a favorite area for our institute, but enhanced compensation, okay, in the cross transfer. So just listen once. I just want you to, don't worry, I don't remember this, what will I do? No, now you recollect. If you don't understand, you just look into the provision. Or if you want to just recollect, take it as an opportunity and recollect. Do not worry that you don't remember it. Okay, I want you to once listen everything. That's why I have put everything in the basket. Okay, assessment of individual nu sollte disproportionate premium போடும்போதே உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் that my intention is not that ஒரு clubbing nu நான் உட்கார்ந்து டைப் படிக்கும்போது யோசிச்சா what are all I want to cover in the classroom. I thought, okay, once I want you to listen to these things, okay, that is more than sufficient. Your listening will be helpful for your answering. Okay, right. Analyze the following. Question number 6. A lottery dealer winning lottery is treated as business income. Manju and Co. Okay. Question number 6. Okay. Okay. The case law is Manju and Co. Lottery dealer winning prize money on unsold lottery ticket. Is it taxable under PGBP? No. Nature of winning is different from the income received. The income received is not commission, hence it is taxable under IFOS, not PGBP. Okay. Income taxable under IFOS, not PGBP. Income taxable under IFOS once, not PGBP.
Sir, ஒரு சின்ன
Raja?
doubt, sir. Sir, இந்த enhanced compensation and interest on enhanced compensation, அது வந்து capital gainsல tax பண்ணுவோமா IFOS?
Capital gainsல ராஜா. Interest IFOSல. Enhanced compensation capital gainsல. Cost of acquisition 0. ஏன்னா already you would have claimed the entire enhanced compensation will be taxable either as LTCG or STCG. Interest is taxable under IFOS.
Okay, sir. So interestல மட்டும் தான் 50% deduction.
Not on enhanced. Only on interest. Okay. Next, can a deduction fail to be claimed in the initial year, be later claimed? Okay, so this is a case law where an assessee, Praveen Soni, an assessee who is eligible to claim 80IA was innocent. Okay, was innocent. ரொம்ப டீசென்ட்டா சொல்லிடலாம். Okay, auditorலாம் இருக்கானா. Okay, was innocent, so he did not claim it in the initial years. He did not claim it in the initial years, but later coming to know he want to claim the benefit. Assessing officer said that you have not claimed it, can you? Okay, assessee failed to claim 80 IB in the initial years, but later started claiming. AO denied on the ground. ஏன்னா AO denied தான் நமக்கு question வரலாம். Held by High Court that the provision has nowhere stated that assessee, if he fails to claim in a year, the same will never be allowed for any subsequent year. Hence, AO cannot deny the deduction to the assessee. Okay. Okay. Even if deduction is failed to be claimed in the initial years, assessee can avail it in subsequent years. Okay. Can the benefit of self-occupation be claimed by HUF? Yes. Can the benefit of self-occupation be claimed by HUF? HUF is also, HUF is not like a firm. Okay. HUF is not like a firm. Okay. Okay. HUF cannot be treated as a firm. Hri Prasad Bhojan Agarwala. Okay. Held by the High Court that HUF is not a fictional entity like firm or company which cannot reside. HUF consists of members who are individual who need to reside, so they can claim. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Can 54F be denied as construction is not completed within 3 years? Yesterday itself I told you intention is superior. Intention is superior. Just as he invested, yes. Before the sale, he has started. Intention of investment fulfilled. within 3 years, Hindustan Lever's case, within 6 months, there was no bond issue, but intention fulfilled, or I mean, bond was dated beyond 6 months. So in all these cases, intention is superior, so they can claim that deduction. Sorry, memory power ரொம்ப poor. Okay. Okay, Sambandam Uday Kumar. Okay. Okay, so these are all the case laws which we might have missed it in other things. So just want to cover it up. Okay, right? So, right. Let's take the break and come back. Let's take the break and come back. Time is 7:52 in my clock. Maximum 7 to 8:10. We will start at 8:10. I was just trying the 7th question. So you have the answer. The most important part of that question is I have given ATE, ATEEA and ATEEB. I have put the answer in the Excel. Okay. So kindly verify your answer after checking. You should only verify after doing it. Okay. Progressing forward for the next.
Your voice is not audible, sir.
Very sorry. Am I audible now? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I have worked out the question of question number 7. The important part is ATE, ATEEA, ATEEB. All these things, 3 things, the amendments are covered. Okay. Kindly work out and check it out. Kindly work out and check it out whether the answers are correct. Okay. From now, it's going to be some more. I want to fill in a lot of other details, small details, things which may not be.
Your voice is not audible.
Still not audible. Friends, is it audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So friends, now the most important thing is we are going to go ahead and see some of the provisions. Not an examination, but I want to ensure, doubly be sure, once you listen to it, if not anything, at least once you should listen to these provisions. Let's see. Hopefully, these are not a very, not even a greatly tested area when there were lot of amendments, etc. But generally, right? I'm starting from question number 8. What donations can be made by an individual? What caution need to be adhered to get the maximum benefit? Okay. Okay. Question number 8. Okay. Donations for individual are categorized into 3. Donation to charitable organization, Okay, approved funds and institutions, which is spoken about in 80G. Okay, donation for scientific research, donation for scientific research and rural development, provided not claimed under 35, because this is if it is a business associate, they will claim it. Other than business associate, they will get 100% here. Okay, donation to a political party, and it is 80 GGC, where again they will get 100%. Here the limit is 2000. Here the limit is 2000. In these two cases, up to 10,000. Okay, but here the limit is 2000. Remember, 2000 only can be cash. Okay, otherwise it should be in other modes. Other cases up to 10,000. Okay, this is one thing to remember. In this, before 31st March 2020. Before 31st March 2020, okay, exactly in that pandemic start and that 7 days, PM care is added. So probably they might give it as donation to PM care. Okay, PM care trust. Okay, PM NRF, PM care trust. Be sure you can claim 100%. You can claim 100%. So it is added before March 31st, 2020. Okay, so please, this alone can be, you can be little, put it in somewhere in your mind. If at all there is a question, okay, answer it. Now, what is other thing which you have to remember? This PMNRF, national vandale 100% kuduthirunga, except national drought. Otherwise, national vanda 100%, National Defense Fund, National Blood Transfusion Council, National Illness Fund, National Control for Drug Abuse. Okay, okay, all the National Children Fund, all these things 100%. National Drought, adu national, sorry, Prime Minister's Drought Fund. Okay, national vandale 100%, Prime Minister's Relief Fund 100%, Prime Minister's Drought matro 50% without limitation, Nehru family 50%. The last category in the 10% condition law, not at the final level. Please don't even think that whether I should do 10% of adjusted total income. Please don't worry about those things. Please don't worry about those things. Okay, charitable institutions, temples, schools, etc. Give 50%. National University 100%. National vandale 100% da. Straightforward. People are not going to try you question on the intricate donation part and all. It will be straightforward. Okay, so you should be cautious about cash donation. You should ensure that your donation does not exceed 10% of ATI. That is, but donation is beyond those things. A person want to donate, he can. PM cash, if they are going to give 100% without any limitation, is what you have to remember. Question number 9. This I want you to understand. What are all the various benefits, okay, available to a senior citizen? Okay, basic exemption limit, my dear friends, is 3 lakhs. From there we will start. Basic exemption limit is going to be 3 lakhs. For them, it is 3 lakhs. Okay. Salary chapter, no specific thing. House property chapter, nothing. Profit and gains chapter, nothing. Okay. Capital gains chapter, nothing. Okay. Coming to the core aspect of IFOS. Okay. Coming to the core aspect. Okay. IFOS also nothing. Okay. We'll come to deduction and see that. Okay. When I come to deduction, remember the following. 80D, if the insured is a senior citizen, then 50,000 or actual expense, whichever is less. Otherwise, it is only 25,000. Otherwise, it is only 25,000 divided into 2. Okay. Assessee, spouse, and dependent children, policy 1, parents, policy 2. In any of the policy, if the insured is a senior citizen, then I can go up to 50,000. In the same 80D, I have one more. Okay. If medical expenses are incurred on a senior citizen not covered by policy, the same will also qualify. Okay, not only medical insurance premium, CGHS, central government health scheme, or preventive health checkup, even a medical expenses incurred for a senior citizen will qualify if they are not covered by a policy, but the overall limit is 50,000. This is the first thing. Okay, then comes 80 okay, DDB, okay, specified disease, okay, for a senior citizen up to rupees 1 lakh, okay, otherwise it is only 40,000 actual or rupees 1 lakh, whichever is less, okay, whichever is less, okay, whichever is less. So this is also for senior citizen, a specific benefit given. 80 TTB, okay, interest from savings account, FD and RD of bank, post office, including cooperative bank, okay, you will get 50,000. Whereas for others, 80 TTA only for savings bank. For others, okay, only for savings bank interest 10,000. Anna, for senior citizen, it will not be 80 TTA, 80 TTB will be occurring. You can now relate it to 194A. So 50,000 benefit is being provided for them. Then, as I was saying, 194A interest threshold is 50,000 for them. Interest threshold is 55,000 for them. Okay, these are all the various benefits available for a senior citizen.
Sir,
Raja?
sir, can I add another line item, sir? Advance tax, sir, if he's not doing a business income.
Thanks, Raja. Yeah, sure, we'll add it. Advance tax, if the senior citizen is not having business income, okay, not payable, okay, not liable to pay, not payable, liable to pay. Okay, yeah, thanks for a good point. Okay, advance tax also is a bigger benefit for a senior citizen. What special benefits are available for royalty in this law? Okay, now for royalty. Okay, the first thing I want you to understand is 115 BBF. 115 BBF. Okay, royalty. Okay, sorry. Patent should be developed in India, which means 75% of the expenditure should be incurred in India. 75% of the expenditure should be incurred in India. Patent should be developed in India, which means 75% of the expenditure should be incurred in India, registered under Indian patent law, registered under Indian patent law. Okay, if these conditions are satisfied, rate of tax is just a 10%, no expenses or deduction. Okay, no expenses or deduction. Either one benefit, 115 BBF. Suppose if you are not claiming this benefit, then comes 80 RRB. Okay, right? royalty income. If you are claiming 115 BBF, no deduction. So இது வந்து அங்க claim பண்ணலதான். Okay, royalty income for patentee or co-patentee. Okay, royalty income for patentee or co-patentee, actual received or rupees 3 lakhs, whichever is less. Actual received or rupees 3 lakhs, whichever is less. Okay, right? ஒரு ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டோம். ஸோ அதனால எழுதுறேன் 115A for non-residents. Okay, rate of royalty for patents is 10%. 115A, I give them a special rate of 10%. Okay, this is for non-resident. Okay, don't worry about 44DA. Okay, TDS is under 194J. TDS is under 194J for patents. Question number 11. From a shareholder's perspective, how will you deal with buyback of shares and surrender of shares on liquidation? Okay, buyback versus surrender on liquidation. Buyback versus surrender on liquidation. Okay, buyback is exempt. Okay, now even for shareholders of listed company. Okay, remember. So for the company, taxable, additional tax 115A. Okay, surrender on liquidation. Surrender on liquidation, taxable for the shareholder, exempt for, not a transfer for company. Taxable for shareholder and it is not a, okay, இந்த இடத்துல நான் வந்து full value of consideration ஒரு வாட்டி எழுதலை. Okay, full value of consideration, monetary consideration plus FMV of asset distributed plus, okay, sorry, minus, okay, deemed dividend, okay, dividend, nothing but proportionate share of reserves. So in my share, if there is a reserves, there will be a proportionate share. Proportionate share becomes deemed dividend. Okay, proportionate share becomes deemed dividend. Okay, ரொம்ப rarity தான், but இருந்தாலும் we will, having started, we will write something. Okay, okay, if this deemed dividend amounts to more than rupees 10 lakhs, okay, 115 BBDA will be applicable. Okay, if so this deemed dividend, so it's like dividend. So if it is more than 10 lakhs, then 115 BBDA applicable. Rare, but still, ஒரு வாட்டி எழுதிட்டா storing down. Okay, you can forget it 5 o'clock after the examination. Okay, so just store it. When you listen on the day before examination, etc., let's listen it once. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so this is about assessment of individuals, various parts, ATC in the life insurance premium. இதெல்லாம் நம்ம morning we have studied. Okay, so I have not included. Education is only for 2 children, but now when I go through the suggested answer, those are not questionable areas. Those are definitely not questionable areas. So I want you to relax. Assessment of individuals should be relaxedly done. என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் assessment of individuals rate of tax is going to be the question, because it's a major change. It's a paradigm shift from whatever we were doing till last year to this year. So in my opinion, okay, rate of taxation might be the questionable area. Other than that, 18 EEA, EEB, okay, can be the questionable area, because of amendment, okay. House property, the self occupation, it's also a very good progressive amendment, so it can be a questionable area. It can be amendment or case law question na the Mamaya case law patume, okay, where it is said that it, even if you inherit, it is only to that extent it is taxable. And the varum. So I request you not to fear about the assessment of individual, neither ignore it nor give too much of importance, okay. It is not repeating, or it is not a very what do you call intricate question that is being asked. It will be straightforward, simple question only that is going to be asked from assessment of individual. Okay, right. Miscellaneous areas, that is again those areas which I want to ensure you have a little idea, so that we are not missing out on those things also. Again, listening once will be better, and listening again before the examination days will be better for these areas. So I thought some of the miscellaneous areas I will start covering, especially on the interest angle. Section 234E, for the quarter ending 31st December 2019, okay, the statement of TDS under section 200 was filed on 25th March, 2019, exam question அப்போ 2015 வந்தது, டைப் அடிக்கும்போது அப்படி அடிச்சிட்டேன். 2019 25th March 2019, the total tax deducted at source for that quarter is 75,000. What is the interest the assessee is liable to pay? Is there any way to avoid such interest payment? Okay, while typing the question itself, I want to save some theories at time. If not practical questions, I want to work out and show you. Okay, theory oda time nammalaala save panna mudija, I thought I will be better. So what I did is, afternoon I was sitting and typing all the answers also, so that ungalku easy ah irukum. I don't want to waste your time on these areas. So but practical question I want to work for 234E interest. Okay, due date of filing ETDS returns for the quarter ending 31st December is 31st January. Okay, 31st January. Only for March you have time till May, and for March 2020 you will have time till what நீ யாருக்குமே தெரியல, எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டே போயிட்டு இருக்காங்க. எலக்ட்ரானிக் தானடா, ஏன்டா எல்லாரும் ஒர்க் பண்ணி தானே இருக்காங்க எலக்ட்ரானிக்கலி அப்படின்னு கேட்டாலும் சொல்ல மாட்டேன்றாங்க. You know, all of you are working, were working at least. Okay, so but still due date of filing ETDS is 31st of January. Okay, if there is a delay, continuous offence, the law it is known as interest is ₹200 per day of delay. It is known as a continuous offence. Interest is going to be 200 per day of delay. So in this case, number of days of delay. Okay, let us calculate. He has paid on 25th March. Please change it to 2020. You should change it to 2020. 2020. Okay. Feb 29 days plus March 25 days. Feb 29 days plus March 25 days. Okay. So which makes it as 54 days. Which makes it as 54 days. Okay. However, interest cannot exceed the tax payable. Okay. Always it cannot exceed the tax payable. So, இப்போ 54 days into 200 rupees per day, 10,800. Tax payable is 75,000. So, this is the interest that is liable to be paid. Okay. If reasonable cause is shown and an application is made to CBDT, okay, then CBDT on the basis of genuineness will reduce or waive interest. Not with the assessing officer. This power is not with the assessing officer. It is only with the CBDT. It is not with the assessing officers. It is only with the CBI. How will interest under 234 be computed? This morning we saw. Now listen once listen, once I'll read and show you. Okay, wherever you want, you can quickly take a note. Okay, if 90% is not paid, 234B comes. 234B will be computed from the 1st of April of the assessment year. Okay, because previous year is 1920, assessment year 2021. So interest starts from 1st of April. So it is 1st April of the assessment year till the date, till the month you pay tax. Okay, the shortfall, if 90% is not paid, then the shortfall into 1% into number of months or part thereof. Even 1 month, 1 day will be taken as 1 month, and 234B will be computed. 234B has some variant. Okay, may not be an examination question, but put it in our mind. Suppose, friends, now tax, I haven't filed my return. I haven't filed my return. File பண்ணாதானே இந்த 140A, that is self-assessment tax. I haven't filed my return. So what will happen? 144 best judgment assessment. They will take up my case for best judgment assessment and levy me tax. Till that date, 1st April for the assessment year, till the date I am asked to pay the tax, I need to compute my 234B interest. I need to compute my 234B interest. Suppose my hands-up provision. What is hands-up provision? Settlement commission. Okay, I am going to the settlement commission. Settlement commission, the fundamental condition is all the taxes interest needs to be paid till the date of making the application. Compute the interest and pay it. Suppose later settlement commission increases your liability. On that increase, for that extra portion, you should always start from 1st of April and it will go on like this. Okay, interest will be computed if at least, okay, will be computed if at least 90% of amount tax is not paid. Interest will be 1% per month or part thereof commencing from 1st of April till the month of payment. Where income is increased in the assessment, then the date of payment of tax demanded. Where assessee has made an application to the settlement commission till the date of making such application, and where the settlement commission has increased the tax amount, interest from 1st April of the respective year to the date of making payment of such tax. Amendment year la kuda this has not been questioned. Amendment year la kuda this has not been questioned, but I want to put it in your ears once. Okay, when the amendment year, I was working out some examples. I remember in the revision classes, I took up some example. If this is the date, this is the date, this is the date. Okay, as usual, நம்ம வாய் சும்மா இருக்கா, sure question அப்படின்ட்டு. Okay, so But unfortunately, even in the amendment year, this amendment was some 4 or 5 years before. Okay, so it was not even asked. So, but keep it in your mind that this is the way it has to be computed and for 234B. When will 234C interest not be applicable? When will 234B interest not be applicable? Okay. Whenever advance tax is not liable to be paid or correctly paid, it will not be applicable. Okay. Presumptive taxation not applicable. Ipa nama friend sonna mari senior citizen, which I will remember. Okay. Senior citizen who does not have a business income, 234C not applicable because advance tax is not applicable. If you have paid at least 12% and 36% in the first 2 installments, 234C not applicable. Okay, 12% and 36%. And then comes one special case to remember. Winnings ko, capital gain ko, I am not asked to estimate. Winnings and capital gains, I am not asked to estimate, friend. The law does not ask me to estimate the income in those cases for winnings and capital gains. So what I will do? I need not pay advance tax for it with the condition as soon as it accrues in the immediate next installment, I will pay 100%. So it is fully exempt, partly exempt. What I am talking on 1st December, I got long-term capital gain. Should I pay June 15 installment for that? No. Should I pay September 15th installment for that? No. But I should pay in December 15 installment the entire 100%. I should pay in December 15 installment the entire 100%. Then fine. 234C will not be applicable. Otherwise, from December only it will be applicable. Okay. So, non-applicability of interest. Okay. Where at least 12% of the installment falling due on 15 June and 36% is paid for installment. When in the case of presumptive taxation, okay, I will add a senior citizen, which is a very valid point. In case of senior citizen who does not have business income. In case of senior citizen who does not have business income, in case of capital gains, winnings and dividend, the interest before they are not accrued, before they got accrued is not at all applicable. After accrual, yes, you have to pay the 100%. And you need not, you cannot, you will not be able to predict it at all. So your 234C will not be applicable for them. Your 234C will not be applicable for them. What is interest under 234D? Okay. 143.1, that is computer processed assessment, resulted in a refund. They gave me refund. They gave me refund. And the case was later taken up under 143.3 or 147 or 153A, whatever may be. At that time, tax comes. I have enjoyed a refund. I have enjoyed a refund which I should not enjoy, which I should not get. Slow. 143.1 summary assessment or what is known as prima facie adjustments. Intimation is sent, refund is given to me. The case is taken up for scrutiny or reassessment or block assessment. At that time, tax becomes payable. At that time, tax becomes payable. So, a refund is erroneously granted. Now, they will write a demand notice. Demand notice is 156. They will raise a demand notice. 156 is always demand notice. Asking me to pay the additional refund as tax. along with 0.5% interest for every month or part thereof, along with 0.5% from the month of refund to the month of me paying, 0.5% every month or part thereof. Okay, friends, 234D, where refund is offered as per processing of return under 143(1). But later in the assessment, it is identified that the refund granted is in excess of what it needs to be provided. Then AO shall raise a demand ordering the excess refund as tax payable 156 lakh. Assessee is liable to pay 0.5% for every month thereof on the whole of the excess money refund from the month of refund till the month of assessment. Yes, sir, assessment order. அதுக்கப்புறம்னா interest வரேன் அதுவும் I'll tell you. That's why they have said assessment order. After that, the interest rate is not 0.5%. Somewhere, store it enough. Okay, not same question, but AO issued notice under section 156. இதுதான் சொன்னேன், இது demand notice for payment of 15 lakhs towards income tax liability on 1st October 2019. Within what date the same has to be paid? If not, what is the interest obligation? I didn't answer this question because I want you to note down, because there might be a possibility. Why to leave it? Okay, you know the date, but still, okay. Demand under 156 needs to be paid within 30 days of intimation. Okay, needs to be paid within 30 days of intimation. If it is not paid, then interest at the rate of 1% for every month or part thereof from the month of intimation. Okay, they will gain that extra month. Okay, that's why I stopped it for 0.5% there, because it will come to 1% later. 1% for every month or part thereof you will be asked to pay. So you are asked to pay 15 lakhs. Okay, okay. The demanded sum needs to be paid within 31st October, because 1st October is the date of intimation. Otherwise, interest accrues. Subsequently, in the appeal process, the demand is reduced to 12 lakhs. Should fresh demand order be issued? Okay, where in appeal demand is reduced, no fresh order is required, because already I have gone up to 15 lakhs. So in that you can pay 12 lakhs. No fresh order is required. Where in appeal demand is increased. Okay, only for the increased portion a notice needs to be served. Only for the increased portion a notice needs to be served. It is all right. Within 30 days you pay. Otherwise, pay interest for every month 1% from the date of intimation. Okay, whatever is the amount, pay it. Suppose you have gone on an appeal asking for a stay order for the demanded, and in the appeal they have reduced the demanded sum. The assessing officer need not give you a fresh demand. You already have a demand up to 15 lakhs. Pay 12 lakhs, close it. If there is an increase in the appeal level. Then on the increase, because assessing officer has raised the demand only for 15 lakhs, you are liable to pay only 15 lakhs. On the increased amount, you have to, the assessing officer will again will give you another order for the increased one. Okay. So if it is 20 lakhs, that is it. Refund. Okay. Who is eligible for refund? One whose tax paid is more than the tax payable. Advance tax or tax credit. Another advance tax or tax credit, TDS credits or TCS credit is more than the tax payable. He will be eligible for refund. Should refund be claimed? Ama. Mandatory section 139. Return has to be filed if there is a refund. Without you asking for refund, the department will not give refund. Mandatorily, it has to be claimed. Okay, so all refund case needs to file their return. Otherwise, refund is lost to you. Okay, department will not give. What happens if the refund is due to any order of appeal? What happens if the refund is due to any order of appeal? You need not have a claim. Automatically, it will come to you. This is 143(1) Mari, intimation Mari. Okay, so if it is due to department themselves accepting, okay, it will come to you. What is the right note on interest on refund? 0.5%. 0.5%. Okay, பொறுமையா ஒரு மாதிரி விஷுவலா பாருங்க. 0.5%. இப்போ I have paid advance tax TDS. I have paid advance tax and TDS. I mean, for me, TDS and I have paid advance. That is excess. So from 1st April, I am liable to get the interest. From 1st April, I am liable to get the interest. I have paid excess on self-assessment. Later, not advance tax. July I file பண்ணும்போது I have paid more. Only from August I should be eligible for interest on refund because that is the month. So, where advance tax and TDS is more, because of which refund is result, 0.5% from 1st April. Where it is due to self-assessment tax, payment of tax or return filing, whichever is later. Now, tax April la katiten, July la da. Department will say, "Nee April la file panna na udane kuduthirpen. I would have saved on interest." So you are filing the return in July, only from July. Shall I repeat? Okay, interest on refund. When will it happen? From which date you have to compute? Normally from 1st April, if it is due to advance tax and TDS. ஏன்னா அது போன வருஷமே paid 1st April onwards I will pay you interest. Department will pay you. You have deposited money with me. I will pay you. But the refund is due to wrong computation of self-assessment tax. யாரோ சார்ட் அக்கவுண்ட் கம்ப்யூட் பண்ணோம். அதனால there is a mistake. Okay, so because of which it results in a refund. Then the law says interest will be computed from the month of payment or month of filing, whichever is later. Whichever, because from only the moment I know or only the moment I get the money, I can pay you interest. Okay, all right. ஒரு வாட்டி படிச்சிடலாம். Okay. Refund is applicable for the assessee who has paid tax or on whose behalf tax is paid exceeds TDS, exceeds the amount of tax payable by such person. Every claim of refund should be made by furnishing a return under 139. Where the refund is as a result of affiliate order, the assessee need not make a claim. AO is duty bound to provide such refund. Assessee is eligible for an interest of 0.5% for every month or part thereof from the first day of April where refund is due to advance tax or TDS. Assessee will be eligible for an interest of 0.5% for every month or part thereof from the day of payment of self-assessment tax or filing of return, whichever is due, if it is not due to advance tax or TDS. If it is not due to advance tax or TDS or TCS, then from the date of self-assessment tax. Where refund is due to the appellate order, interest will be computed from the date of payment of tax to the date of grant of refund. Legal representative. Write a note on the liability of legal representative of individual and representative assessee. Yes, are different. Legal representative only if the main assessee is not alive. Representative assessee, non-resident or agent, trustee of a trust, they are all known as representative. That person is also available, but he represents that person. That's the difference. Okay. Legal representative. Any proceedings taken, either I have told you in the class also, okay, any proceeding taken against the deceased shall be deemed to have been taken against the legal representative and may be continued from any stage. Any proceeding taken against the deceased shall be deemed to have been taken against the legal representative and may be continued. Any proceeding which could have been taken against the deceased for a default committed by him can be started against the legal representative. Any proceeding that could have been taken against the deceased for a default committed, okay, by him can be started against the legal representative. All other provisions of the law will be applicable. All other provisions of the law will be applicable. அப்படி கையோட ஒரு கேஸ்க்கு போறேன், ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா இருக்கும் அந்த கேஸ். Okay, that is on notice issue. Okay. Okay, tomorrow when we are going to speak about notice, because I feel one of the questions is this time is going to be on this notice issue. Okay, again என்னோட ஒபினியன்லாம் எப்படி இருக்கும் நீங்க இப்ப நல்லா தெரிஞ்சிட்டீங்க. Okay, so right. Okay, a notice within the time limit under section 148 was sent addressed to the assessee. The notice got returned unserved with the postal authorities endorsing assessee expired, addressee expired. Later, the assessing officer issued a letter to the petitioner. Yaru Vipin Walia. Avarda, he is the petitioner. Okay, defendant is department. Okay, later the assessee issued a letter to the petitioner seeking details of legal heir, successor of the deceased to complete the proceeding. The assessee, being one of the legal representative of the deceased, wrote to the assessing officer pointing out that the proceeding initiated under section 148 were time barred. Okay, இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் facts பார்த்தா, as soon as you got the letter addressee expired, you still had the time to issue the notice on the name of the legal representative. You still had the time to issue the notice in the name of the legal representative, but you took time asking for who is the legal representative, etc. And then the notice was delayed. Assessing officer contended, Nata, I have issued the notice already in the name of the deceased person. Okay, in the name of the deceased person, I have already issued the notice. Our law says any proceedings which could have been taken against the deceased for a default committed by him can be started against the legal representative. Vipin Walia contended, now other question, but like, yes, you can definitely proceed against me, but your notice should have been issued to me once you know that the assessee has expired. Okay, the High Court held that the notice on the legal representative beyond the time limit would render the reassessment proceedings invalid. In this case, High Court held that the AO had time even after the original notice returned unserved, but the time was not utilized by the AO is the contention of the High Court. So, when the notice is wrong, Budal Konal, Mutrilum Konal. When the notice is wrong, it went. So, I thought I can relate and show you. Okay, but otherwise, any proceeding, but issue this. In the what is parangalan. Okay, இன்னொரு கேஸும் இருக்கு, அதுக்கும் வந்து சொல்லிடுறேன். Okay, so any proceedings which could have been taken against the deceased for a default committed by him can be started against the legal representative as well. Who is a representative assessee? Okay, person assessed on behalf of another person is known as a representative assessee. Okay, for example, agent of a non-resident, guardian of caretaker of a minor, trustees, official liquidator, etc. Representative assessee has the same responsibility as if income is accruing to their land. Right of recovery is also mentioned under 162. 163 is a specific section for agent of a non-resident. We will see it in non-resident. We'll see it in non-resident. Give me a minute. Okay, right? Friends, these are purposefully marked for revision classes. If I had given it in the main class itself, you would have become more jittery about the law. Should I remember all these things? I know the time you should remember this. Okay, that time, because all these are supposed to change. The rate can be changed. Okay, the mode can be changed. The mode has changed twice in the past 10 years. Okay, rate keeps on changing. Okay, so these are purposefully only you should listen. You should go and write it in the examination. Is my intention, is truly my intention. Okay, and okay, these are just remembering and going and writing and not anything. So do not worry. Okay, do not worry. Is it something new? It is not something new. It is just for remembrance till the examination date, and it is enough if you study at this juncture. Okay, along with big provisions like 115 JB, along with the big provisions like trust. In between, if I give you 156, 234B, remember this date to this date. Okay, the MCQs, if they slowly ask or if they just ask you one of these questions, you should be able to answer. That is my intention. Okay, so some things are really reserved for the revision classes. So that's why I want to take it up those things now. My next attention goes to this 4 provisions which has 4 penalties. Each provision 1 penalty. 269 SS, 269 ST, 269 SU, which is an introduction amendment of 2019 possibility, and 269 T, 269 SS, 269 ST, 269 SU, 269 T. 269 SS is receiving a loan in excess of 20,000 otherwise than by prescribed modes is a violation. 269 ST, so 269 T udane 269 T ku poidalam. 269 T, repayment of a loan or deposit or advance or specified payments. Specified payments is immovable property. Adu advance dana. They can as well call it as advance. Okay, right. 269 T, repayment where the pending balance is 20,000. Where the amount paid is pending balance is 20,000 or more. Okay, it will result in violation. Whatever is the amount paid will become your penalty. 271D, 271E. 269 ST is for 2 lakhs, which is per transaction. Cumulative of transaction on a single day, per transaction paid in multiple days. Per transaction per day, cumulative of transaction on a single day, per transaction paid in multiple days. If there is a violation, whatever is the amount that you have paid is going to be the penalty. 269 SU is introduced into the law. 269 SU is introduced into the law to make you, okay, to bring this new electronic things which are recognized by the government. Okay. (269) SU. Acceptance of payment to prescribed electronic mode. Apart from the existing account payee check bank draft, the qualifying assessee is required to have one or more prescribed collection mode. Okay? When? Who is a qualifying assessee? This provision is applicable if the gross sales exceeds 50 crores in the immediate preceding year. For 1920, is it applicable? Look for 1890's turnover. For 2021, is it applicable? Look for 1920's turnover. Section 271 DB imposes penalty, continuous offence. Where assessee fails to provide such platform, then assessee shall be liable for a penalty of rupees 5,000 per day. Penalty will be levied by Joint Commissioner. However, if just and sufficient, all section penalty by Joint Commissioner, just and sufficient reason, penalty will be waived. What did we read? Okay. Prescribed collection mode. RTP, okay, has given you the prescribed collection mode. Debit powered RuPay. UPI, Beam UPI. Okay. Quick response code. UPI interface, quick response code. Remember, these three are added. These three are the prescribed mode. Any one you should have. Any one you should have. My dear friends, notebook la எழுதி வச்சிங்க. RuPay, Beam UPI and UPI QR code, quick response code. You should have any one. Okay. This is what is notified. This is what is notified for 269. Okay. Right. SU. Prescribed electronic mode for payment under 269 SU. Okay. These are all the three things which are notified. RuPay, UPI Beam and Beam UPI QR code. These three are notified. If one of these should be there, otherwise 5,000 rupees continuous offence. Continuous offence. If just and sufficient reasons are shown, then it will not be charged. Just and sufficient reasons are shown, it will not be charged. Waived or reduced, whatever it is. In the following questions, specify if there is a violation. If so, what is the violation and what is the penalty for such violation? Anju is accepting a loan of rupees 5 lakh in cash from Kritika. Okay. 269 yeses. 269 ST, 269 SU, 269. Okay. 1. Violation is 269 SS. Okay. Rupees 20,000 or more should only be through account payee check. Okay. Account payee check, draft, okay, electronic mode which are prescribed. Okay. ஏற்கனவே சொன்னேன், நேத்தி சொன்னேன், debit card, credit card, okay, RTGS, NEFT, all these things. Okay. Penalty is in 271D. Transaction value will become the penalty, which means it is in this case the entire 5 lakhs. In this case, the entire 5 lakhs, Anju is liable to pay. Anju is liable to pay entire 5. Anju proposes to sell a property to Kritika and accepts 1 lakh by crossed check. Violation. Okay. So it includes loan, deposit, advance, and other items. Other items தான் இது ஒரு advance தான். அங்க immovable property னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, but this is also an advance. Okay. Violation of 269 SS. Okay. Penalty will be that 1 lakh. Anju already owes 15,000 which she received a year back through electronic mode. Now she is borrowing 10,000 by cash. Violation because the law in 269 SS எடுக்கட்டுமா? Okay. The provision is an aggregate provision, not a standalone provision. What is by that? According to 269, any advance, loan, deposit, or other prescribed, that is this removable property, that is also advance. That's why I don't specifically deal with it. Received in excess of rupees 20,000 in total, aggregate. So at the time of exceeding 20,000, it should not be in cash. At the time of exceeding 20,000, my dear friends, it should not be in cash. உங்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன், இந்த கிளாஸ்ல நான் சொன்னேன். Okay. When you have a cash in the beginning and later you collect by check. இப்போ அந்த example. Okay. I'll do that. Okay. So in this case, what happened? First 15,000, that is not important for me. At the time of exceeding 20,000. So, in the third case, 269 SS always talks on aggregate balance. Okay. The existing loan or advance or deposit plus new loan or advance or deposit if it is in excess of 20,000 received in otherwise mode. இப்போ அது என்னன்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், திருப்பி அதே எழுதுவானா. Okay. Penalty applicable. So what happened in the third case? Okay. Already outstanding is 15,000. Already outstanding is 15,000. New loan 10,000. Okay, new loan 10,000, made it 25,000. Okay, 10,000 taken in cash is violation. Okay, and 10,000 will be the penalty. 10,000 taken in cash is a violation because you are not supposed to take it. Already existing plus the new incremental loan exceeds the 20,000, which is what is the limit specified. So you are violated, pay 10,000 as penalty. Fourth case. Anju already borrowed from Kritika rupees 10,000 a year back in cash. Now she is borrowing additional 15,000 by account payee check. No violation. Yeah, when it is crossing 20,000, you have regularized. Okay, right? No violation. So no penalty. Okay, so no penalty. Provision for 269 SS is applicable only for business assessee. No, no, it's for all persons. Assessees கூட law use பண்ணல. Person. Okay, it can be domestic payment, domestic loan. Okay, I get a loan from you. Okay, that is also covered under 269 SS. Okay, so it is not only for business cases, it is for all persons. Remember, all persons. 269 SS is not applicable for assessee getting agriculture loan. No. Okay, for all persons. Only, sorry, for all persons. Sorry. For all persons, this is applicable. Anju is accepting a loan of 5 lakhs from Kritika and refunds the same in cash in a month time. Anju has violated 269 SS provision, 5 lakhs penalty. Kritika has violated 269 ST provision, 5 lakhs penalty. I hope the class understands. 2 lakhs க்கு மேல ஒரு transaction இருந்தா 2 lakhs க்கு மேல ஒரு transaction இருந்தா what happens is if it is exceeding 2 lakhs then there are two then it should be only by crossed check or prescribed modes. Sorry, prescribed modes. Otherwise, there is a violation of another section 269 ST. So Anju violates 269 SS, Kritika violates 269 ST. Sir, is there a violation of 269 T also? Okay, any one only they will charge, not both SS and T. Any one only they will charge. So Anju will be charged for 269 SS and Kritika will be charged for 269 ST. Anju got a loan from Kritika for rupees 18,000. The interest accrued for that loan is 5,000. Anju pays 11,000 in September and balance 12,000 in October by cash. Sorry. Okay. This 269 ST provision I am coming to. Sorry, 269 provision. Okay. 8. 269. If the aggregate outstanding is more than 20,000. Sir, aggregate outstanding is more than 20,000. Okay. Where the balance outstanding in an account. Okay. Now the loan outstanding law has not said loan. Balance means interest and principal together. Okay. So if the aggregate outstanding is more than 20,000, then any repayment should only be made by account pay check prescribed mode. Okay, you know. Okay, by prescribed no. Violation will result in 271E. Okay, என்னாச்சு question தான் 18,000 principal, 5,000 interest. Okay, principal plus interest amounted to 23,000. So should be paid only through prescribed mode. Should be paid only through prescribed mode. But what did Anju do? Okay, Anju paid 11,000 in September 2019. 11,000 paid in cash. அதுதான் நான் விட்டுட்டேன் டைப் படிக்கும்போது. Okay, time ஆயிட்டே அனுப்பணுமே நான் முடிச்சிட்டேன். Okay, 11,000 paid in cash. Violation. Okay, 271E penalty. Okay, 271E penalty. Subsequently, 12,000 paid in cash, no violation, because on that date, once you have paid 11,000, your balance outstanding will come to just 12,000. Aggregate balance outstanding is not exceeding 20,000. There you can pay in cash. Repeating the provision. If the aggregate outstanding is 20,000 only, this provision will be applicable. In the first date when Anju paid 11,000, the aggregate outstanding was 23,000. So she has violated, she has to pay 271E penalty. Okay. In the subsequent, it will be no violation. Okay. Kandipa Anju ML case podapura. Okay. What is the unique nature of repayment of loan with regard to 269T? This one of the point, okay, is okay. Normally what we will do, okay, it is per bank. Ella provision, even 194N is per bank. Okay. However, 269T alone is per branch of the bank, because at that time the bank appealed to the government saying, I cannot immediately see which are all the bank he is having money. He is coming to withdraw some 10,000. He is coming to withdraw some 10,000. At that time, I cannot go on seeing, sir, which are all the bank, what are all his balance. I am unable to see. So give us the benefit. So that alone is per branch of the bank, not per bank. Normally, nama per bank da nariya provision la paathom. Idu matram per branch of the bank. That is the unique feature. Okay.
நடுவுல exception to 269 SS னு ஒரு question.
Oh, did I miss it? Oh, seventh question I had missed. Okay. 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 Seventh question. Exceptions, we all know. Payment to government, banking, including cooperative banks, post office. These are all the exceptions. Okay. Where 269SS will not apply. Okay. Where 269SS. So what is the unique feature? Per branch. Okay. 11th question. Hands is a partnership of Harita, Aishwarya, Nandita and Sanjana. Harita and Aishwarya introduced capital of 5 lakhs, but for which they are unable to explain the source of the receipt. Okay, we all know the case. Nandita and Sanjana provided loan of rupees 2 lakh in cash to the firm. Okay, I am only talking about the payment. Okay, Nandita and Sanjana. Okay, so good friends, so I will not put them down. Okay, okay, so Nandita and Sanjana, are they violating? Two case laws are there. V. Sivakumar and Muthoot Financiers. Okay, two case laws, Muthoot Financiers and V. Sivakumar, two case laws which gives a, where they said firm and partnership, firm and partners should be together seen. ஆனா capital introduce பண்ற வேற ஒரு கேஸ்ல the proceeding should be only against the partners. Only partners has not defined the source, whereas firm defined the source. But in this case, they said firm and the partners should be seen together, so there is no violation. Okay. Kumar. Loan advanced by a firm to sole proprietorship concern of the partner, will it attract penalty? High Court, relying upon the various court decisions held, there is no separate identity for the partnership firm. அதுல அப்படி சொன்னீங்களே என்ன பண்றது? Okay, assessee friendly தான மன்னிச்சிடலாம். Okay, and that the partner is entitled to use the funds of the firm. In the present case, the assessee has acted bona fide that there was a reasonable cause within the meaning of 273B. Therefore, the transaction cannot be said to be in violation of 269 SS. Muthoot Financiers, cash loans and deposit received from partners is penalty reviewable. அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு precedence இருக்கு. In R.M. Chidambaram Pillai case, it was held by the Supreme Court that firm is a collective noun. Okay, a compodious expression to designate an entity. In another case, it was held partnership firm is not a juristic person. Okay, the interstate transaction between the firm and partners are not covered by the provisions of 269 SS and T. The creditworthiness of the partners and the genuineness of the transaction, coupled with the relationship that the two persons and two different legal interpretation put forward, could constitute a reasonable cause in the given case. So there will not be any violation. That's what it technically means. Okay, but இதோட நீங்க அந்த கேஸை ரிலேட் பண்ணி பாத்தீங்கன்னா அப்போ இந்த கேஸோட ஃபேக்ட்ஸ் அங்க properly not presented தெரியல. So here, okay, no violation. Okay. Okay, so there will not be any violation. ASR Jewelers receives the following: rupees 1,50,000 and 1 lakh by 2 bearer check on the sale made to Chandan. Violation 269 ST violation. Via penalty is applicable 250. Chandan has purchased for 250. Gave it as 5 different checks on 5 different dates. Violation. Okay. Single transaction, multiple payment is also violation. Chandan has purchased on 5 different dates but paid on a single day. Single payment on a different transaction is also violation. 48.3 10,000 on a single day to a person per invoice. If you remember our regular classroom, a hairdresser is paid for on 2 different vouchers. Okay, a hairdresser is paid on 2 different vouchers amounting to less than 10,000. But the total came. It is 2 different okay, day 1, day 2. ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் சேர்த்து ஒரே நாள் payment has been received. Violation. Okay, per day. இதுவும் violation. இதுவும் all the 3 are violation. 269 ST penalty will be applicable. Penalty will be the equivalent sum. Penalty will be the equivalent sum.
Sir, A part எப்படி violation சொல்றீங்க?
ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம். A violation. Okay, 150 and 1 lakh by 2 bearer check for sale made to Chandan. Same person paying on a single day by 2 checks, total amounting to more than 2 lakhs, should have been paid by account payee check, draft Excel. What exemption is available for 269 ST? In the banking, idella normal. Okay. The normal exemptions include banks, government, post office, cooperative bank. Okay. Idella ungalku theriyum. One extra benefit which they have given is NBFC. What is NBFC's exemption, sir? Multiple installments, okay, collected, the cumulative amount exceeds rupees 2 lakhs. Okay, multiple installments collected, the cumulative of all amount has exceeded 2 lakhs. The law said no violation, boss. The law said there is no violation. Okay, why? Because CBDT circular specifies for NBFC and housing finance institution, ஏன்னா அவங்களுக்கு தானே இந்த deferred payment இப்போ COVID டைம்ல அதுவும். Okay, each installment should be separately measured. Okay. Raja? Okay, each installment should be separately measured, so it should be cumulatively seen. I mean, should not be cumulatively seen, it should be independent. So this is a special provision only for these NBFCs. Last, Taravana Stores has made a turnover of rupees 100 crore declared in 1819. You are the auditor of the company. What are the key advices to be provided and what is the consequences of its violation? This is what is 269 SU. They should get one of the prescribed mode. What are all the 3 prescribed mode? RuPay, Beam UPI, QR code. Okay. So one of the things they should provide within 90 days. Within 90 days. Okay. They should make it available. Otherwise, from the day of violation, 5,000 rupees is the penalty. 5,000 rupees, it's a continuous offense, 5,000 rupees is the penalty. Okay. Okay, அவ்வளவுதான் எனக்கு energy. Okay, so tomorrow morning, how we are going to go about with the assessment. Okay, case laws. I want some key case laws to be definitely discussed. Some key case laws to be definitely discussed. In a quick manner, let us go through the provisions. If there are any intricacies in the provision, that will also be taken up. That will also be taken up. And there are almost 30 questions which from the past examination I have picked, just to tell you that this is the sort of questions that can come under various circumstances, etc. Almost some 30 questions I have picked up. Okay, we will answer those questions. I'm also going to provide the answers for those questions to you so that you are able to go ahead and write the examination with all the confidence with assessment. Okay, all certain then we all know the importance of assessment procedure in terms of marks is less, but let us not worry that whether I know it's a very vast area. Some area we covered today are also assessment procedure, but ஒரு story மாதிரி we will go through the entire process of procedures. Okay, and whatever possible in the morning we will do, continue it in the evening, and hopefully by God's grace, we should be able to complete penalties also, so that the 70 marks today, when I am going to bed, when we are all going to bed, we can be sure of 55 to 60 marks is over. 55 to 60 marks, maybe 10 or 15 marks from assessment procedure. That is what we are going to see tomorrow. Okay, and then we will focus on the 30 marks area. Our friend has also asked me in the examination how we should approach the question MCQ first. I will share my opinion on the last date. I have told my friends. So, okay. Thank you, friends. We are meeting 6 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. Have a nice sleep. Good night. I'm available for notes.